Greetings guys, gals, non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. I am here again in temporary location number 1 with the same earrings as last time because I've accidentally packed all of my other earrings into a suitcase. I'm assuming it's still March, which means it's time for our monthly checkup on the streets because the last time I did one was February. So it's March, still the month, and I haven't done one yet, I think. So that's what we're doing today. Let's go. Let's see if they're okay. Drop your predictions in the comments. What do you think? Do you think the straights are going to be okay yet? What are your thoughts? While you're down there commenting whether you think the straights are going to be okay or not, why don't you hit subscribe? You're already there. Like the subscribe button's like it's right there. You can see it right now. Just give it a little click and then the bell next to it. Like, oh no, my finger slipped and I accidentally clicked the bell and turned on notifications. Oh no. Great, now that we've done that, let's look at the posts. And they say alphabet people trying to sexualize children. The woman is 23 and her husband is 24. My husband thinks our son is gay when he's only a year old. Some of the reasons he thinks our son is gay. He loves when the light shines through the window in a way that makes a rainbow on the floor. He was curious about my makeup and has tried to take my lipstick and eyeliner. It reminds him of crayons. He generally prefers me to my husband. He likes to peel bananas, and one time my husband saw him with the tip of it in his mouth. He got angry at me for letting him do something that looks, I'm assuming that says sexual. That's fucking disgusting. His favorite thing to do outside right now is looking at flowers which are blooming and touch them. My husband thinks he likes books too much for a boy. There's also a character in one of the books that my son always points and smiles at because he has bright orange hair, my son's favorite color. But my husband thinks he has a crush on the character. I don't know what to say to that. I don't get it. It's so ridiculous. Children enjoy things. Things people do don't correlate to their sexuality, believe it or not. Sunsets and enjoying them don't relate to a sexuality at all. Same with like flowers and reading and eating bananas. My dear God, this is an infant. This is a 1-year-old child, right? One thought I have for a lot of the posts that I have saved here is like, when these women go into these marriages, do they not know that this is their husband's character? Like, how do they manage to mask it for such a long time to the point where you're able to get married to them and then you find out that this is, like, you have a child together and then they're like, no, I'm actually the worst person ever. How long were you engaged for? Because I feel like it wasn't long enough. I don't know. I feel like you have to be together for a long time before making these decisions. And I feel like if you don't know that they're homophobic by the time you have a child, it's a bit of a problem. Feminists, stop objectifying women. Also feminists. All I can see when I look at this is, ow, oh my good God, is that on snow? It like makes me physically uncomfortable to look at. And I know that like this might be like this isn't like all the straight's okay thing. Like it might be, but this is like a kink thing, I think, right? Like that like hurts. It physically hurts to look at. So I'm gonna look away while I talk about this. Consensual objectification isn't the same as like just random objectification. Like this man that she is writing right now consented to doing this. This is a thing that they both decided to do together. If there is consensual stuff happening in a relationship, like kink and power play and stuff, that's fine. We don't want to be objectified as in like, I'm just living my life existing and men decide to objectify me. That's a very different thing. Women shouldn't objectify men either. No one should be objectifying anyone. Without consent, that is not okay. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your gender. None of that matters. Consent is the most important thing. Why won't my daughter let me hug her? For young children, resisting physical affection is a way of showing independence and asserting control. I'm in charge of my body now. While toddlers of both genders may resist hugs and kisses, boys may reject mommy's kisses as a way of dealing with their strong attraction to her. Oh my God? What the fuck? I don't think so, actually. I really don't believe that, like, toddlers are rejecting their mom's kisses because they are strongly attracted to her. It's a really fucked up thing to say. I was hoping to God that this was like photoshopped and not real. I googled it. It is real. This is a real thing that this website said. What the fuck? Listen, I'm not a child psychologist or anything, but I really do not think so. Yeah. No. No. Lesbian relationships only exist because men find it a turn on, claims study. The study, I'm assuming, did not actually ever talk to a single lesbian. So therefore, it is not a very good study about lesbians. Who did you ask? Where did you get this statistical information from? Because if you asked a bunch of, like, incels, I'm sure they'll say that. If you asked a bunch of random men, yeah, sure, maybe they'll think that, which is fucked up and disgusting. I assure you, lesbians do not exist for male attraction or attention. Quite the opposite. You know? Well, they don't exist to avoid male attraction, but they would like to avoid male attraction. So if you could all, like, close your eyes and look away, that'd be really great. I think lesbians would be really happy about it. Queer women in WLW relationships, I think, would also be really happy about it. So, like, maybe turn it off. My husband peed on my wedding dress the night of our wedding. I still have no idea what the fuck is going on in his head to think that this was nothing or no big deal. He literally peed on my wedding dress the night of our wedding, inside the hotel room. I yelled at him, "What the fuck?" constantly, and he nonchalantly said that he was just marking his territory, and went on about how he's been wanting to do this when he gets married, and didn't tell me because he was positively 100% sure I'd get mad at him, but he said it's worth it since he got to do it. I couldn't believe it, but he assured me that pee washes off easily and I shouldn't worry, but I was so mad and disgusted by what he's done. He acted like nothing happened and was actually expecting sex, but I told him off. I just can't get rid of the awful feeling in sight. I couldn't even sleep in the bed with him after that. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. This is what I'm talking about. Back when I was looking at that first post, I don't understand how you get to the point where you're marrying someone and then surprised by this behavior. I don't get it. Like, it baffles me, especially because it's like the wedding night. Like, you've been in a relationship for a long time and you just got married, and then he pulls this shit. How have we not known that's been his character this whole time? Like, how is something so desperately out of character? Like, if he does that, surely he's done some other shit in the past too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand how we get to the point of marrying someone for them to then turn around and do that. Like, that's some major, like, impressive manipulation for, like, years that they then just, like, put down the mask as soon as you get married. I don't know. It's so strange to me. Obviously, this poor woman is, like, absolutely in the right, and I'm really fucking sorry that this happened to you. I just personally, I don't understand how this happens, because, like, it's this thing of, I understand abusive relationships exist. I completely get it, and I understand that you end up marrying people and staying with people long term who are awful to you and they're bad people. I completely get it. I know. But the thing is I guess it's this thing of, like, when people talk about it, like, this way on the internet, and same with that, like, first person, maybe I'm judging it wrong from the wrong perspective, and maybe I'm completely wrong for this, but it feels as though it is that thing of, like, they genuinely are surprised by this behavior. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. That's just coming from my own personal experience and why I don't understand it. And it's awful that so many women do end up in situations with men who are awful when they don't know that through dating. It's unreal to me, man. It's unreal to me that there are men like this and that women get stuck in relationships with these terrible people. Oh my God. How do you just do that and not think... If you knew she was gonna be pissed off at you, why did you fucking do it? Oh my God. Jesus. This is another long one, but I wanted to talk about it, so I'm going to. Am I the asshole for yelling at my husband and telling him to get over himself after he threw away my tampon box? Me, 27, him, 30, together for 3 years, married for 2 months. So here's the thing. I used to use pads for my periods, but recently was able to start using tampons. I have medical problems. In comparison, tampons work 10 times better for me, especially when I'm outside, say like at work or traveling. My husband Ryan hates them. He never truly gave me a reason other than to say he doesn't feel comfortable with me using them. I didn't think it was a big deal at first, since he said he hates a lot of stuff that I do, but puts up with it anyway, except for this. He asked that I go back to using pads, and I made it clear, since it's my body, then I get to decide. He threw away some tampons he had access to, and I was getting upset. But to keep the peace, I bought a box and hid it away from him. He somehow found it and threw it away. I didn't find that out until I had my period yesterday and realized I had no tampons to use. I was tired and too stressed. I just yelled at him after he admitted to throwing away the whole box. He argued that I already knew how he felt about this stuff, And yet I decided to still keep it around him. I lost it and told him he had no right to do this and told him to get over himself already. He stared at me, almost about to tear up or something, then walked out. He later went on about how we as a couple should take each other's discomfort into consideration and said he already tried to speak to me about those tampons, yet I brushed him off and insulted him and verbally abused him. He also said that if I still insist on using them, then I should do it while outside of the house. But I said that it won't happen. I feel bad for how it played out. But it cut off. So I think that we've read enough there. You absolutely are not the asshole. Oh my God. It's ridiculous how there are men who like sexualize tampons because they don't like anything being inside their wife's vagina. It's gross. It's awful. It's disgusting. My guy, it's a tampon. Get over it. You have no right to tell women what to do and how they deal with their periods. You've no right. You've never experienced that and you never will. It's awful because this is like textbook abuse and emotional manipulation. Like, you yelled at me, you verbally abused me. Your whole thing is manipulating her and abusing her. Like, that's what this whole thing is. You telling her she can't do something because it makes you upset, even though it's good for her and her health. And you're like, no, but it upsets me. How dare you not consider me and my emotions and something that you are doing to benefit you and it makes no impact on myself. That is abuse. That is what abuse is. And it's awful, again, that so many women don't realize that that's what abuse is. So many people don't realize that that is emotional abuse. That's manipulation, and that's not okay, and you shouldn't settle for that. It's so many like small minor things that make you change yourself to please someone else because you want to keep the peace. You do things that make them happy and then you feel like a bad person and then you come on and you ask. A lot of the Am I the Asshole subreddit is women who are with clearly abusive men who think that they have done things wrong when in actuality their partners are just abusive assholes. And this is one of those instances. If you are with someone who is emotionally manipulating you and telling you can't do things because it upsets them, even though it has no actual impact on them, that is not okay. And you deserve much, much better than that. My daddy is so jealous. I had boobies for breakfast and he didn't. That's such a weird thing to put on a child's shirt because it's you're referencing it in a sexual way. Boobs are not sexual, especially when they're with a fucking baby, like, you know, doing their natural purpose of feeding a child. It's so gross to sexualize them like that. That's disgusting. It makes me so uncomfortable. Stop. Oh my God. Vile, please, for the love of God, stop. Wife, look at that drunk guy. Husband, who is he? Wife, 10 years back he proposed to me and I rejected him. Husband, oh my God, he's still celebrating. Ha ha ha, get it? Man hate wife, woman bad, wife bad. I regret marrying woman. Grrr. Even though it's proven that men are happier while married while women are more upset and depressed because... of a fucking course. After all these posts of like men expect women to take care of them and women are submissive and often give in because they like to keep the peace and men are masters of emotional manipulation and there's a lot of women who are abused by men, etc., etc. It makes a lot of sense, you know? It's so, this whole narrative of like husband and wife hating each other is so, just don't get married. Just don't get married. Be single. Or if you hate women that much and you prefer your friends and your bros, then just marry one of them. Maybe then you wouldn't complain so much, you know? Like, fuck, just shut up. If you hate women, don't date women, don't marry women. If you are sure you are going to hate being married and hate your wife and your entire life and not want to look after your children or anything, don't get married, don't have kids. I solved the problem. That would also solve the divorce rate that people complain about all the time. The divorce rate is going up. It's actually not. It's declining. But if you want to make it decline even more, don't get married. Sorted. I figured it out. I solved the problem. Can't complain about your wife if you don't have one, right? Hey, cutie. I ignored your message for a reason. What's your reason? I have a boyfriend. I didn't ask to fuck you. I just want a nude. Bro, I mean, at least you're honest, I guess. But like, both of those are cheating. Neither of those are okay. I don't think her boyfriend would be very happy about that. I think that that would be breaking the trust that they have formed within their relationship. And also, if you are this type of person, I wouldn't trust you with a naked photo of me either. Like, no. What the fuck, man? No. Thank a straight person today for your existence. Straight pride. You think this person knows that there are children that are born to gay people, like surrogacy and egg donors and sperm donors and shit? Like, that all exists, and a straight person has nothing to do with that. And also, like, if I had a child with a man, I would still be gay. I'd be in a heterosexual relationship and I would have had like heterosexual sex or whatever to produce a child, but that does not make me heterosexual. I'm not straight. If I had a child, it wouldn't be thanks to a straight person. So, just wrong all round. Everything it's just wrong. Okay, you can have another spin, but only because it's your birthday and it's a wheel of no sex and one spot that says sex. Now, this is funny, you know, you get it, because wives never have sex with their husbands. It's a chore and no one wants to do it. Terrible. You have to beg your wives. Bro, maybe if you had like a good, healthy relationship, then you would still have sex. You don't have to have sex in order to have a healthy relationship, but you're also not going to have sex if you don't have a healthy relationship. So maybe you should work on that, and you should have communication and stop complaining about how much you hate your wife and how much she owes you, and instead have a like good communication and a loving relationship where you show your appreciation for her. You know, healthy relationships and similar sex drives tend to help. Just putting that out there. And also keep in mind your wife doesn't owe you sex. No one owes you sex. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I think we can all agree that the straights are still not okay, and I will have to be back next month to do another checkup, and maybe they will be, except they won't be, but maybe they will be. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Fruit and Kiwi Bad channel members whose names are up on the screen right now. And a massive thank you to my Sprout and above patrons whose names are up on the screen right now, with a special thank you to my Kiwi Cat patrons, Array, Rosa, Toulouse, Bobby, Sparrow, Josh, Mandy, and Robbie. I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/savvycat. I would love to have you. I appreciate it very much. You get my videos a day early. Some tiers give you like outtakes and behind the scenes stuff and extra videos, etc. Go check it out if you are interested. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TheQueerKiwi, and Twitter, ThatQueerKiwi. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah.